Everybody, thank you for being with me this wonderful Wednesday morning. Today we're going to talk about boundaries. Boundaries are coming up a lot, and they're going to continue to come up because we are in the holiday season and we will do a lot of peopling. So let's get started. As you know, I like polarities, and so we have on this end the person who lacks boundaries. This person is a doormat. They are not asking questions. They're not making waves. This person on this end is not a doormat. This person on this end is controlling. They're going to nip this thing in the bud. They're going to manipulate this situation because they already know what's going on. This person's in fight mode. This person is in flight mode. However, neither of these are communicating with each other. So this one is in fear of asking questions, probably of being rejected. This one is not going to ask questions, probably because they are not going to put up with this shit. So it's just a never-ending thing, but neither person is communicating, though they're both good people. So what we want to do is come to center and have a healthy relationship where we honor ourselves and honor the other person. If we're not listening to each other, that's not honoring each other. However, we need healing before we start talking to each other, because at the same time, we don't want to project our old issues onto our new people or onto our relationship. So that comes with healing. And healing comes with looking at those childhood wounds, the inner child, the triggers, all those things that we may have. And how this happens and how we look at this is when we perceive, because it's a perception, it's not reality oftentimes. When somebody says or does something, it is not intended to us. We take it personally, though, because it hits on a trigger. Then when we internalize that, we tend to get obsessive about it, because our biggest fear is that they're saying we're inadequate in some way, shape, or form. And so we're already validating it when we get pissed off about it. But then when we get pissed off about it, we start getting defensive. And then when we get defensive, we get into judgment. And then when we get into judgment, we don't feel good, because we can't judge somebody else without judging ourselves. And this is where it comes into where our soul is unhappy with this, and we're in turmoil and duality because we know that's not the highest way. However, we don't know the highest way. We need to learn how to communicate. Sometimes we have to enlist a life coach, a sponsor, or somebody who does very well in relationships. For me, 17 years ago, it was my life coach. She's been married as long as I've been alive. So I think that she is an expert in this field. So she helped me learn how to own my own stuff so that I'm not projecting my wounds onto somebody else, because that's just not fair. When you give somebody else the power to heal you, when in essence you're really the only one that can heal yourself. Even my life coach serves as a channel, where the other person is a catalyst, that draws attention to my needing to heal these wounds. So they can teach us how to communicate in a way where we can honor the other person and we're not making shit up. When people come to me and with these obsessions and making shit up, I say to them, breathe, pray, and say, I don't know. Because the breath keeps you in the present moment. Praying, you pray to be relieved of the obsession of whatever you're making up, whatever's going on, because you're not staying in the present when you're in an obsession. Either you're coming back from the fears of the past, or you are trying to manipulate the future. So taking that obsession away. And then we even pray for the person, and to see that person as our higher power, or whoever we're praying to would have us see them. And then the third thing is saying, I don't know. Because when we say, I don't know, that leaves us open to the magic and mysteries and miracles this universe would have for us. Whoever we're praying to only wants everything to be for our divine purpose and searching. So to know that we all come here with our wounds, or we all have some kind of wounds or essence that we need to heal from, and being able to get an acceptance of that is a great gift. And to allow yourself to have that great gift to where you can have joyous and happy and unified relationships where you're in a partnership with somebody, that is just really awesome. And that's what I hope for you, and I hope to bring about the higher consciousness so that you can have that. So with that being said, I'm going to say peace and wish you a great rest of the week and a magic, mysterious, and miraculous weekend, because we are headed into the season, and that's what it's all about. Thank you very much. Bye.